Today is Monday the 4th of August, and the next new big thing to come in the way of content to Pokemon Go is Dynamax Omanyte, which is a water and a rock type, and I'm sure that, you know, we've seen it covered in not just my videos, but many videos before this. This would have been the #1 best counter, probably for Gigantamax Butterfree, which we just had yesterday. In saying that, we now know it actually turned out that Gigantamax Butterfree wasn't actually that hard, which is totally fine. Cool, this thing has a purple shiny, and I absolutely love that. So for this short video, I'm going to try and battle about 10 of them to see if I can get a shiny in something as ridiculous as only 10 shiny checks. Personally, when it comes to T1 Dynamax battles, I don't really talk counters, but if you want to know, water and a rock type, double weak to grass type attacks, single weak to electric and fighting. Speaking of electric, we're going to leave behind Zapdos at this power spot, and our first shiny check is a not shiny, and the hundo CP that we'll be looking for today is 882. Dynamax Pokemon, when caught from Dynamax battles, have an IV floor of 10-10-10, so you have a 1 in 216 chance of finding the hundo. But this is Dynamax Omanyte. Just beat the second one, leaving behind Entei, and the check on this one is not a shiny, 841. The absolute fastest way to beat T1 Dynamax battles, if you charge up the max meter as full as possible, and right before you get to full, use your charge move, your charge attack should be able to power straight past the max phase. Let's leave behind Moltres for this one. This is check number 3, 866. 15, 13, 12, not bad. Some of these power spot locations, are a bit weird. This one's outside a house, and especially when I'm going around with a camera, I'm not sure I want to be standing outside random people's houses, let alone 60 or 70 people for a Gigantamax meetup. This is shiny check number 4. No. This, however, is a spot I know very well. I've walked past here at least 50 times trying to catch a shiny Galarian bird. Leave behind Latios, and shiny check number 5. No, 863. More stops outside people's houses. These ones don't have a fence to hide behind. Check number 6. This one is outside Tiara Wairake. Leave behind another Latios. And this one is no shiny again, 855. Actually, with these ones being as weak as they are to grass type attacks, you probably don't even need to be so particular about how close you get to filling up that max meter. Just power on straight through. Easy done. It's kind of addictive. Leave behind the shiny Latias. No shiny, 847. Should be able to do that again. Just go straight through, tap the charge move. Boom. Man, these things are easy. Oh, I've reached my drop limit. Check number 9. Oh, nope. That's my new highest though. We've gone into battle number 10, but all evidence of the previous storm we just had last week is gone. All the waves are calm as. Absolutely love it here, eh? This place is just beautiful. You can see Mount Maunganui all the way over in the distance there, and whatever that island is. Check number 10 is not shiny, 859. Oh, this is check number 11. It's already one more than I thought I was going to do today. 858. I think there's one more to hit before we reach home. And here it is. Power through. So easy. Really saves a lot of time not having to wait for that animation to go through, but this is the last and final shiny check. We've got an 865, no shiny. But at this point, if you've made it this far in the video, I really want to answer a pressing question. That question being, because we know, as we've already stated, Dynamax Omanyte, this is my best one here, but I'm actually going to evolve this one because it has 15 attack. But Dynamax Omanyte being now the top rock-type Dynamax attacker in Pokemon Go, is it going to be worth you spending your resources to actually power up one of these to utilize in future max battles? And first off, to give you the quick and easy answer, I'm going to say no, with 3 specific reasons as to why. The first of which being, in order for Omastar to be used as a rock-type attacker in Pokemon Go, it needs to learn the rock-type fast move, Rock Throw, which unfortunately, no matter how many normal fast TMs you use, you're never going to be able to get it, because Rock Throw is a legacy move. And actually really interesting, if you were to ask Google, when did Omastar forget Rock Throw in Pokemon Go? Omastar in Pokemon Go lost the ability to learn Rock Throw at the very beginning of the game's release. It was a fast change as it was initially available, but was quickly removed. So to be useful in Dynamax battles, you need to use an elite TM to teach it the fast move Rock Throw. Bringing me to the second reason why I don't think it's worth putting your resources into Dynamax Omastar. It's only our first kind of proper rock type counter in Dynamax battles, meaning there's still quite a lot better rock type Pokemon still to come. In comparison to Omastar, which has an attack stat of 207, we have Rhydon that's available also in Kanto with an attack stat of 222, which is only the first stage evolution of Rhyhorn. Once that evolves into Rhyperior, it then has an attack stat of 241. Golem, another Kanto rock type Pokemon, slightly higher attack at 211, Aerodactyl at 221, Tyranitar at 251, and even Amaldo with an attack stat of 222. We of course also cannot forget Rampardos, which has long been regarded one of the kings when it comes to rock type attackers in Pokemon Go. So while yes for now Omastar is the number one rock type attacker for Dynamax battles, we still have a lot more to look forward to, and that's not even touching some of the Gigantamax Pokemon that is still yet to make their debut. Which is going to bring me on to my third and final point as to why I don't think it's worth putting your resources into that Hundo Omastar that you might catch for tonight's Max Monday. It actually turns out we don't really need a good rock type attacker, at least when it comes to Gigantamax battles. And I mentioned Gigantamax battles specifically because comparing where we were with Gigantamax battles 8 to 10 months ago when they first released compared to now, and with the current counters that we have available, we're now at a point that we can comfortably take down a lot of these Gigantamax battles with as little as 4, 3 or even 2 trainers. In the most recent video, which I just dropped yesterday for Gigantamax Butterfree, One Queen and I were able to successfully take down Gigantamax Butterfree with only 2 trainers without the use of Zacian's Adventure Effect, which could have helped us just a little bit further. We also now have the help of Max Mushrooms when we need them in a pinch. In that very same video for Gigantamax Butterfree, if you've seen it already, you might have also seen that I actually attempted the solo, just myself. A single player. I had full glove support on the gym. It was clear at the time, so my Cinderace was weather boosted. 2 maxed out level 50 Zamazenta's versus double bug type moves from Butterfree. By the time I got to the end of the battle, Gigantamax Butterfree, as low a stats as it has, still had well over 50% health left to go. I wasn't even close to the yellow, telling me that it's very clear that Gigantamax battles were very clearly designed not to be defeated with anything less than 2 players in Pokemon Go. And I'm very confident in saying that this would have been the case whether or not I had a level 50, level 3 max attack Dynamax Omastar to help me in the bag. Don't care what you say, you just couldn't do it. So if maxing out an Omastar isn't able to help me improve on my best result in a Gigantamax battle, then I honestly don't see a point in powering it up. At the same time, I'm also completely mindful of the fact that this will create opportunities for a wider variety of players to be able to attempt the solos on certain Dynamax Legends when they come back during the Dark Skies event in a couple of weeks' time. Specifically Dynamax Moltres and Articuno with their double weakness to rock type attacks. And I'm not sure if there are any others that I can think of off the top of my head. So with that, I'll be keen to know because you've just heard my thoughts. Will you be powering up the new and current best rock type attacker on Pokemon Go? Many thanks to you all as always for watching the video, checking out the channel, and a massive shout out once again to my channel members because I really appreciate all of you for choosing to support me the way that you do on this channel. Good luck to you all on the shiny hunt, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
It's alright.